Do you want to use this? Did it. I think a lot of people would look at us and say that we were just normal people who didn't suffer the ultimate loss that a parent could suffer. And that's because we put on a really good show, really good show. Liam was born April 17th, 2003. He was 4 weeks early. We always said he was just raring to get going with life. And then Reese was born July 15th, 2005. They were born in Kokomo.
Merry Christmas, Reese.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Liam was the serious one for sure, and Reese was the jokester, absolutely.
These are a couple of clowns that I'm recording right here. A couple of real clowns.
But they were always together, always in the same activities. It was everything. They ran cross country pretty much always.
They were great. Liam was very supportive. Reese was just fun to be around. Everybody liked him. Liam was a great leader in his group.
He was honestly the best mentor a high school runner could have. I feel like I could just tell him anything. He would always know what to say, how to say it.
They were always just kind of cheering everybody on and kind of looking for people to do their best and being very positive all the time.
They both loved to fly. And I wasn't going to be one that stifled those dreams, of your kids. If they want to do something, it's not my choice in life. The event that took place, that was an event that had been going on for 20 years. It was a fundraiser. They do plane rides and they charge a certain amount for the plane rides and you fly up around. And so that's what they were doing that day. They were actually volunteering. They weren't supposed to be flying that day. Saturday night, we had this conversation of, Reese probably shouldn't go. He's got assignments he hasn't turned in online. And then we thought, no, he loves going with his brother. We're just gonna let him go. It was Sunday morning and I was in the office working. My dad called, and my dad never calls. My dad always texts me. And I knew right then something was wrong because I knew that my dad was with them at the airport. I just said, "What's wrong?" That's exactly what I said. And he goes, "There's been a plane crash."
This morning, we are learning new details about that deadly plane crash in Kokomo.
And I just said, "I'll be right there." And I just hung up on him. I didn't even ask him any questions. And we got in the car and I drove 100 miles an hour. And in the middle of that drive, my dad called back. And at that moment, I realized they're gone.
3 people killed when that plane went down. Now,
the small plane was making a routine landing when witnesses say it struck a large power line utility pole, then nosedived into a cornfield.
We actually pulled into the back side of the airport and I drove down the runway in my car. And I stopped at the end and I got out and we started running like we were going to save our children.
I happened to see an article about a plane crash. So I sent it to Liam, not thinking anything of it. I was just like, "Hey, have you seen this? Do you know anything about this?" At the time, I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
We decided the best thing for the team was to bring them into the school that evening.
I finally put it together, oh my God, please don't be Liam or Reese. Please don't be either of them.
What do you say to 16, 17-year-old boys?
They broke the news and I just kind of got hit with oh my gosh, kind of shock, I guess, because I didn't expect it to happen.
The room just erupted in sobbing and tears. It was honestly the saddest day of my life. So it was awful.
There's a lot of things in those first few weeks that are a total blur. We did not function at all. It physically hurt. And I cannot explain that, but That is how I felt. The trauma of something like that just changes how you function, how you think. I mean, we did not want to be here. We begged God to take us. I prayed 1,000 times as they were growing up that God would always protect our boys because we knew they would do great things for his kingdom, but this prayer was not granted. So if you hear us say we want to die, just say, I know, or don't say anything at all, because we will be mourning for all our lives until we are reunited with our beautiful boys. We didn't do anything for ourselves. They set up a whole calendar of volunteers. So we had people mowing the lawn, bringing us meals, cleaning our house, doing our laundry. I mean, these are just the things people did, just these selfless acts. I don't think any of our friends worked for a week. I think they were just here. There are so many people who did things for us, from just sitting and holding the space for us, just sitting on the couch and crying with me. In fact, our therapist, she said, I've been doing this a long time. I've never seen a support system rally around people like yours.
I remember the group got very close, and the whole team did, and kind of gathered around and helped each other out a lot. A couple days after, we had a meet.
And we decided we would go ahead and have that meet. The team wanted to continue racing.
I think most of us, if not all of us, chose to run that.
We all took a knee at the starting line.
A lot of guys said, I'm running this one for Liam and Reese.
I had a personal best after that race. I know Liam would have been proud. So Liam had a Jeep. He went all sorts of adventures in. And we thought, oh, like this would be so perfect.
About 30 Jeeps led the caravan through Hamilton County Saturday morning, celebrating the lives of two brothers. The team helped organize the Jeep ride and is selling these shirts for a scholarship fund in the name of Liam and Reese.
We've awarded, it's somewhere between $92,000 and $94,000 in college scholarships. That's awesome to us.
The 5K and the Jeep ride is so special. It's almost like a little family reunion every year.
It was a year after the accident when our prayers to leave this earth were unanswered by God. I just felt like there's got to be something else. So I knew it was going to take some intervention to become parents again. We went through the IVF process. We made 6 embryos, and the very first one we put in was our son, Will. We had a reason to get out of bed in the morning. We had a reason to find joy in day to day, because that little boy is the happiest little boy I've ever seen. When he was about 6 months old, we decided if we wanted to have another child, we needed to get the ball rolling. So today I am 20 weeks pregnant, and it is another boy. It's an odd place to be where you're married for 26 years and you have a 21-month-old. It's an odd place, but it's where we're at in life. Whoa!
You're staggering to the finish line.
I still don't know why he allowed my children to be taken from me. I don't understand that. I never will understand that. But I also still see God's blessings in that I get to be a mom again, that I'm literally rebuilding my family from the ashes.
Come on, Will.
I just want to look at my child and go, this is joy.
Hi, Dad. Hello.
And it's not his grief. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything but his normal little perfect life. And so I just put all my passion into that little boy and go, this is us. This is what we are now. And this is beautiful.